here we are. Episode 30, boys. We did it.
Yay.
Whoop-de-doo.
Oh, well, I'm going to need you to ramp it up a little bit. I mean, who would have thought that we would have made it this far, guys? I'm Johnny B. That guy is John J. Murray.
Hello.
And the big shiny head down there, that is Matt Fernandez, everybody.
Look at it.
It's nice. I like it.
See your future.
Did that become, or has
dark future?
Has that become an issue with editing your second special? Have you talked to any of the folks over there that filmed it, where they're like, we got to color match your head or something? Like,
No, we actually went through. It took us about an hour to get the lighting down, so that didn't happen. And also, I'm wearing a little bit of makeup thanks to my lovely wife. Yep.
That's good though. No, you should wear makeup when you're filming.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The first special, you took care of that. You wore like one of those little. Like,
I was hoping we could not. I was hoping we could not talk about this.
You know.
First of all, it was a Kangol.
Okay, yeah, it was a Kangol, but it wasn't backwards.
But I wasn't wearing it like Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I was wearing it like a newsie.
Yeah. It was good. I was there.
Yes,
yeah,
I can't wear hats.
I opened up for your first one, and John J. You opened up for the second one. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real convenient.
Really convenient.
Real convenient to know you guys.
Yeah. It's a good business decision to be your friends.
It is. It helps out big time. I'm actually searching for my my reshoot for this summer right now. So I'm looking at venues right now to try to figure it out. I got
Summer of Johnny.
Yeah, I got a little bit more backing now and stuff. So I have a different team I'm working with. So. And I haven't locked that down yet either. So I'm still working things out, baby. Still working it out. Trying to do as many shows as possible, too, and writing a ton of material. I'll be opening for Robert Kelly, a.k.a. Bobby Kelly, in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean this weekend coming up. So on the Calta cruise. So
where do you guys sail from?
Cape Canaveral, going just to the Bahamas. It's a 4-day thing, but it's all like a big radio event, basically, about 400 or 500 radio listeners, and then the whole morning show and all that stuff. So it'll be fun. Should be a good time. Looking forward to it.
You get your own room, or you got to share it with one of the radio guys?
No, there's a lot of them sharing rooms, but no, my wife and they gave us our own room, so that's good.
So you have to drive up to Cape Canaveral?
Yeah.
And then you come back, and then
yeah.
Huh,
yeah. We'll be leaving Wednesday and staying overnight because Thursday is actual port day. So we got a nice little resort Wednesday with a little lazy river and all that. So we'll only be like 5 minutes from the port when we have to go. It's always a good idea when you have a cruise out of town, especially if you're flying in, to go the day before in case there's any kind of delays or traffic or any weirdness. You don't have to worry about all that crap. So yeah, but we'll be gone till next Monday. Should be back in time for the pod.
So if you're not doing radio and Mike Calta and his whole crew is not doing radio, so who's doing morning radio while you guys are on this cruise?
Replays, I'm thinking best ofs is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So,
You got
I don't
reruns.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care.
I won't be there. So yeah, no, it should be fun though. So, and anytime I haven't done a show with Bobby Kelly and friggin'. I don't know. It's been about 10 years. We did a show together at Mahaffey was the last time. So,
I was on that.
Where you were?
It was me and you. Yeah, me. No, it was me and Steve Miller.
No, that was a different one. This was another Calta event. It's called the Brouhaha. Okay. It was actually Kelly went on before me. So it was Bobby Kelly, me, Jim Norton went on after me, and then Artie Lang.
Oh,
so
that's a nice lineup.
It's a good lineup. Yeah, at the Mahaffey. That was pretty sexy.
Decent.
Yeah. Not bad.
Lineup.
That was when Jim Norton's henchman scared me out of 2 minutes of my set. I don't know if I've told that story on here, but I'm in the green room and I'm sitting with Carmen, who's on the morning show, and I'm supposed to do 12 minutes. Well, Club Soda Kenny, he's a legend, right? In New York, he was I think he was a cop or he's in the mob or both, but he's done a lot of managing or bodyguarding for different comics. Well, he's there with this little MMA guy that's about 5'6", but he's also just ripped. And they come up to me in the green room.
Like a TI situation, like they're starting their stand-up career or something like that.
No. Club Soda Kenny is just a legendary in the comedy scene. I used to hear his name getting thrown around on Opie and Anthony and everything else. and he's straight up out of like Sopranos. And they come up to me and he's like, "Hey kid, how much time you doing?" I said, "I'm doing 12 minutes." He goes, "Do 10, but be funny, have a good time out there." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I just get shaken down for 2 minutes. So they walk away. They're about, I don't know, 25, 30 yards away down the hallway. And I look at Carmen. I went, "Well, now I'm going to do 14. Just being funny. He turns around and he goes, "You'll do fucking 10. And I went, "I know. I'm kidding. Come on." Come on. And you know how theaters are. They have a timer, so
yeah.
At the Mahaffey, there's a timer like on the foot of the stage, like right in front of you. Same thing at like Ruth Eckerd.
Orchestra pit or whatever.
Yeah, like right there. You can't fucking miss it. It's right there. And that the whole time that thing's clicking down, I'm like fucking shit in my pants. I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, dude." I didn't want to get thrown into a dumpster by these guys afterwards. So, but I had a decent set. But man, it was in my head the entire time. I was like, Jesus, this is real. This is real. But no, it was good.
I love that you told you have fun out there. But if you go 1 minute over, we will smash your fucking toes with a hammer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like if that fucking timer hit fucking 0 and I'm not, bye-bye, then they're just gonna break my fucking legs, So I was like, yeah, I go wrap this motherfucker up. So but that was good. I want to do some more shows with those guys because it opens up a lot more doors if you have good sets in front of them. And I want to do more festivals and things like that coming up. And I've only, I think I only applied for one the end of the year, and that's Skankfest. Is really the one I want to do more than any of them. So
I applied too, buddy. I hope we all get in. Hope everyone gets in. Hope we all get laid this summer, baby.
I also applied. It's not in the summer though. It's
first
November.
Like,
it's in November. It's in November.
Yeah, Thanksgiving time.
Just to be optimistic, I already took those dates off my calendar. Like I'm not even like putting them in my avails or anything. Just because to me, that's probably the festival that's really catered to my style of comedy more than anything. Obviously, like it's don't give a fuck what you say.
They take the admission process pretty seriously, and they don't charge anybody.
They don't charge for admission.
Yeah,
there's a little box that was like, "Tell us anything you want to know," and I was like, "Thanks for not charging for admission,
that's
dude.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for not charging to submit." I appreciate that shit.
Yeah, I like what Louis J said there. He goes, we're not trying to fucking make money off of comedians like all these other festivals. Like, because I've probably spent a couple $100 in the last 2 years applying for festivals that I didn't make.
Usually it costs between like $25-$30 to submit.
I think most comics have like paid to submit to a festival. I know I have, and then they don't even look at the video,
Right?
Because I'll make a specific link just for that festival, just so that I know if they watched it or not.
That's smart.
Oh, I haven't done that, but I
just make an unlisted video and then I title it 2025 Skankfest submission, and then I give them that link.
That's a great way. Like as a comic, that would be a fun way to learn how to get your time under control. As if just like people were standing right off stage, and if you went over by a minute, we just beat the shit out of you. We just fucking crowbar you right there at the club.
Yeah,
like that. We could call it the fucking beatdown show. It would be cute.
Fest.
Yeah, the
beatdown fest.
Yeah, if you run the light, we fucking run you over with a car.
Well, my little fat little Cuban protege Manny he got disqualified at Side Splitters in that Florida Man competition.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
You got to learn your time.
Yeah, he told me
any real contest has rules, and they stick to the rules.
You should be disqualified. Yeah,
I was really disappointed in him. Because it's like he like that's a very basic thing you shouldn't allow to happen. Especially
that happened to me. I think my first year in comedy doing contests at Side Splitters. I definitely did that because it was the first time I was on the main stage at Side Splitters, and I had my whole set timed out, and I didn't have it timed out for getting laughs. And then all of a sudden I was getting a whole bunch of laughs.
Way to be optimistic.
And I ran out of time. Yeah.
Oh man.
I remember my first time on the main stage. I got so drunk, but I invited my whole family. But I was like, I'm gonna do a totally different 5 minutes from the one I did at the open mic, which destroyed. Yeah. And then I just was like, all new material, forgot all of it, did like 1.5 minute, ran on stage, almost killed myself.
Oh God.
But Ron Hortman was there, and he pulled me aside, and he was like, "Hey man, I know how you feel right now. Don't quit." And I was like, "Nah, I think I'm gonna quit."
Yeah, I mean, up until that contest, I think I'd only ever done like coconuts and like a kava bar.
It's funny. My second time ever on stage was Side Splitters in 1995. The night before was my first time at Comedy Works. It's no longer in existence. And Pretty Paul Parsons said, "Hey, you want to go to Side Splitters and do a guest set tomorrow?" He says, "I think you're really funny." I was like, "Oh my God." So same thing. I called my whole family. I go, "I did comedy tonight." And they invited me to another club tomorrow night. In my head, I'm going to be on HBO like anytime now. This is going to be fucking crazy. At the time, I was singing in a band and DJing at a club afterwards and all that. No idea this was even happening. So I go to Side Splitters, 1995, and they tell me you got 4 minutes. And I went over by a minute and got chewed out by Bobby Jewell at the bar. Like he went in on me to the point where I was like, I'm a grown ass man. I'll fight you, dude. Like, I'm not a child. Like, what are we doing right now?
95 Bobby Jewell. That's got to be fucking prime Bobby Jewell right there. I didn't even meet him.
That toupee was in its prime.
Yeah, I didn't meet him until like 2000. I didn't meet him until like 2006.
Yeah, well, he made me not want to be a comedian. I didn't do comedy again until the Improv opened like 5 years later. It was like, because that night I went home and I went, well, that's how doing comedy is. I don't ever want to do comedy. Like I thought it would be a lot more fun than that, not getting cussed out by the owner. Like it was horrible. But yeah, that was so. I guess we all ran the light our first time on the big stage at Side Splitters. Wow,
I didn't run the light. I didn't even fucking I didn't even get the light. I did about 90 seconds.
The light wasn't even warmed up yet.
Yeah.
Moped off fucking stage.
All right, so maybe I'm not
That's
that
worse. That is worse. It's like I didn't even make it to 5 minutes.
It felt bad.
I had something happen. Well, not that bad, but today on air, live on the radio this morning, my co-host
off the radio.
No, my co-host 4 days a week, JoJo. She's great. Like she's awesome. She's also the office manager of the entire like cluster of radio stations. So like I'm hanging out with her before the show, kind of kicking around ideas or whatnot. And it's 5 minutes before showtime. I said, well, I'll see you in the studio. So I'm walking down and I have like 3 things in my head that I want to talk to her about and ask her about to kind of set up the first segment. And she got caught up in the hallway talking to our boss and just didn't show up for the first segment. So I'm just like
a riff.
Yeah, I'm monologuing, dude, for, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of people listening in the number 17 market in the country. And I'm just like, like waiting for her to walk in the door. I'm like, hey, welcome. It's Mike Out the After Show. I'm Johnny B, your host. It's Monday, 10:01 in the a.m. Da, 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 da. And then she's not coming. And I'm like, phone lines are open and all this.
First instinct as a host, I think, is just to say that the other person is pooping. I think that is the very first instinct. It's like,
or just like, shit, someone call and give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
Dude. And no, and then the phones did light up and it was like the 2 calls in a row is just the 2 dudes that hate my guts that call once in a while. So the first guy, I'm like, Mike Out the After Show. Who's this? Hey, you fat piece of crap. I'm like, man. In my head, I'm like, at least I'm talking to somebody, but it's hard.
Okay, who is this that has beef with you? Who's
it's just a pussy that would never. Just some guy.
Anonymous?
Yeah. I told him. I even said it on air. I go, hey man. I said, you could go to my Instagram. My calendar's up there, buddy. Like you could come on out and see a show, and then at the meet and greet, say these things to me. Just have some balls, man.
It's probably just Bothwell. He's just changing his voice a little bit.
Dude, my dogs never bark, and they are flipping out in the other room right now.
I can barely hear him.
I can hear him. I
didn't hear him at all.
Bothering me. All right.
Oh.
No, we can barely. They're barely on mic. Yeah.
If I die,
like John's dogs.
Yeah, my dogs are louder. Well, that's why I kept adding tiles. Keep adding soundproofing.
The whole door to the room is made of foam.
This is just gonna be a foam sweat.
I feel like I'm in a cooler.
I bought 100 more tiles.
Maybe I'm being home invaded. I don't know, but
hopefully not.
That would be great content for us.
The pistol just comes into frame.
Yeah, it's just a pistol sliding.
I'm not saying
temple.
I'm not saying I'm ready. I'm just saying I'm ready.
Be sure to give us a follow on all of our socials. It's at John JS Planet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa, and at 3 Ugly Mugs. We are a video podcast on youtube.com / @3 Ugly Mugs and on Spotify, and we're audio everywhere else. So please follow us. We appreciate all the new subscribers. YouTube has been liking the clips this week. They've been liking you guys this week. So
that's good.
Thanks to everybody that's been liking and sharing the shorts, YouTube shorts.
All that stuff. Also being, drink focused. Are you guys having a delicious beer today?
That's what worries me is I feel like we'll lose the zhuzh because I don't really drink on Mondays. And
I know.
I'm not a fucking animal.
You know what? I thought this. I'll start drinking during the shows on Mondays when we record if we get a sponsor, because then I'll feel obligated to.
Right.
Yeah.
If not, I'm drinking out of this gay ass cup. That's what I'm drinking. Water.
Sparkling ice.
That's my guy.
Is that like Kool-Aid?
It's just a zero sugar,
it's like a Crystal Light.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. It's just a generic version of it. It's Walmart's dietary beverage. It's nice.
What do you vitamins?
It's got electrolytes.
Yeah, it's great.
Costco brand cherry seltzer. Yeah.
God, we're poor, dude. We need sponsors.
I like drinking beer. Don't get me wrong, but come on, man. I'm not on a Monday.
I was
Mondays and Tuesdays are
I might have
days.
a beer when I watch the NCAA final tonight.
Oh, nice transition. I like what you did there.
I like that. Right into sports. Let's go. Sports.
The Gators have made it for the first time in how many years?
2008.
So quite some time.
The last time I remember they won it was Al Horford and Joakim Noah, and it was the same year they won the football championship.
Yeah,
they won them both.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. It really feels like it wasn't that long ago. I mean, they've been good for a long time, but this is the first championship. I kind of wanted to see him play Duke, but that game got out of control.
Duke, yeah.
I didn't even finish watching the Duke Houston game because I assumed, and apparently I missed a pretty good comeback.
Well. The Gators.
The end of that Gators game was good. Yeah.
The Gators came close to giving up their lead as well. So I mean, they gave up a lot of missed free throws right at the end of the second half, and they're lucky that the other team didn't capitalize on it.
Hey, you guys talk a little bit more about that. I'll be right back.
Is your house being invaded?
I don't know.
Oh man. I mean, I like that Houston made it because I do think Florida has a better chance against Houston than they would against Duke.
Well,
just because Duke is such
a
powerhouse.
Duke is in a way easier division. Pop in here if you want, James.
Yes.
You can fill in for John.
I did. I love the Florida's ball movement. Their passing is. I mean, it looks like an NBA team. It looks like a fucking Globetrotters.
That is true.
Nice.
I mean,
their movement is
those
on
big,
point.
Like over the dude's head, hook passes.
Because they're not a big team. Like they don't have a big guy, so they have to do that shit.
Right. Yeah, I watched their Final Four game, their last game they played, and they just shoot the lights out. That point guard that looks like a Timu Patrick Mahomes. He's got the same haircut. I can't remember his name. Walter something Jr.
Haircut.
Yeah. I went to a minor league baseball the other day, and every baseball player had that same haircut, that same mullet with like the head shaved on the side thing.
Right.
You know, yeah.
But yeah, mullet mohawk type of thing.
I'd put the money on the Gators. I'm not betting the game. I'm not good at gambling anymore, so I'm just not going to do it. So, I'm not betting the game.
Beaten down too many times, folks.
Dude. And the end of the NFL season killed me. I've won maybe one or two hockey games and like a couple of things here or there, but like I'm over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We were at a sports bar and we watched the whole Florida game and it was great. And then we watched a little bit of the Duke Houston game. And I saw Duke get up, and I was like, "Oh, this game, Duke Houston is a badass name. That's what I'm gonna. If I ever have a son, his name is gonna be Duke Houston.
That's a good name.
Fernandez. That's a
badass name.
Yeah.
Duke freedom Houston. Fighter.
But anyway, that game. I'm sad I didn't finish watching that game as well.
I watched as much of it as I could. I had a show going that night, but I only hosted, so I got to watch quite a bit of it. It was interesting. I do feel embarrassed to say that I did not notice until last night that NCAA boys basketball plays halves and not quarters.
Boys.
The boys?
I never noticed.
Yeah, the boys play 2 20-minute halves.
Girls play quarters. like everyone else does. Boys, halves. Yeah, 2 halves. Like it's
I've heard people crying for it
soccer match
to be made into quarters for a long.
I thought the girls had periods.
People crying.
Welcome back, Johnny.
I wish you had been murdered in a home invasion.
Dude, you know my dog's freaking out in there. You know what it is? He's looking out the patio doors. It's pretty windy outside right now, and it knocked over an empty planter thing, and it's kind of like swaying back and forth, and he's just flipping out. Yeah, like it's the Russian mob getting ready to kick the door in. He's ready to murder.
Johnny went over on his time. They're coming for him.
Yeah, it's he's a bulldog. He's not smart. So, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. agreed to. Is this the second or third largest contract in baseball history? I'm looking at another update right now. It just popped up on my screen.
It just popped up.
The Blue Jays are paying this much for somebody.
You know what it is
third largest.
Well,
yeah,
I know Juan Soto was still the biggest. Yeah,
for one, he is really good. He when he's healthy, he's really great. But I think the big thing for the Blue Jays is the fan base. The fans love him, and and that's one of the big reasons why they're keeping him. They want him there, as their guy, the face of the team.
I wish the Rays had that attitude.
Yeah, I really do wish that. I mean, the Rays used to do stuff like that. I mean, like Evan Longoria, like they could have kept him.
But for them, that has to be a huge portion of their budget.
It
like
really is.
They're not like the Dodgers. Like they're not a huge market team.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
the fan base is loyal there. Like they have a strong, loyal fan base that comes out and spends a lot of money, and I think that's part of the decision for keeping Vlad for the rest of his career. I think he'll be 42 at the end of this contract.
14-year contract, $500,000. I mean, yeah, I mean that's Canadian money though, so that's like $350 here.
That's
you know,
like $200.
It's not that big a deal. And with the tariffs, I mean, come on, you know, it's
yeah, we're gonna put a 50% tariff on Vlad Guerrero.
it's really not like I don't even know why we're talking about it now that I think about it. It's kind of stupid at the end of the day. No, I mean the Rays could have kept one or two signature people last season. I think our offense is it's showing right now. They like the last year or two. Actually, the year before last, they had good offense. Last year, really, really bad, and they're not hitting the ball again. And then you look at Seattle and what's his name? The guy that we let go to Seattle.
Randy Rice-A-Roni.
Yeah, Rosarena. He's crushing the ball in Seattle. So it's like, God damn.
He's doing a lot better than when he was here.
He had his own section.
Last season he hit a huge slump when he first moved to Seattle, which is kind of normal.
It's depressing up there.
Yeah, and I think he really wanted to stay here. Yeah, like
look
Johnny
what it did to Kurt Cobain.
He had his own section in Tropicana Field called Randy Land. And actually, I was in Randy Land the day that they traded him, and he actually came to the section with his wife and kids.
Yeah, that was cool.
With everyone.
Cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. But we don't really have a player like that right now. Like our pitchers are our stars, you know. So it's like we need somebody, you know, crushing the ball. And our only real, I mean, we have Brandon Lau, I think he's got 3 home runs or whatever, but he's not like a flashy player. Josh Lowe is injured again. So it's like, who's our guy? Caminero is supposed to be like making a step up, and he sucks right now. Like he can't hit.
Number 5 prospect in all of baseball.
Yeah. So I understand when these teams are signing their fucking big franchise players to these big contracts. I think the Rays owner doesn't even want to own the team anymore. Doesn't want to be in Tampa. Doesn't until they get like another owner. I
hope somebody gives him a good offer, and he can go fuck off wherever the fuck he wants to go fuck off to. Yeah.
How cool would it be though if we could get a good ownership group and they keep him in Tampa or even St. Pete and build another big stadium, whatever they do.
Somewhere in the area.
The Bay Area.
But then they just pump money into the team. They go, you know what? We're fucking rich too. You know, so what? We're the number 17, 18 market. We got money. We're all billionaires. Watch this. And they just start signing fucking players, like just throwing money at them. And then you get corporate sponsorships. And before you know it, we're like a real fucking team, you know, like that can contend with anybody. Wouldn't that be great?
The funny thing about the Dodgers is that they're owned by like an investment group, basically, like a hedge fund group, and they have figured out how to capitalize on more than just winning games. So when they sign these players for these enormous multi-million-dollar contracts, they're calculating how other ways to make money off.
Oh yeah, it's branding, it's everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Ohtani, for instance, they have like already made back the money that they've promised him.
Yeah.
In just like
basically, we need some finance bros.
Yeah. So finance bros have figured out how to just be like, okay, well now we have an unlimited budget for signing talent, and we're still gonna make money. We're still gonna come out ahead.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah, because they just got swept in Texas. That's nine games in a row they haven't won in Texas, including the playoffs. It's a bad place for us to play. We don't want to be there anymore.
I don't know if they're scared there or I don't know.
The Rangers?
The Rangers have been consistently good for a while.
Great team, yeah.
Yeah, they won the World Series a couple years ago or whatever. So yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. We just can't hit the fucking ball, man. It's just it's not getting errors and everything. It's just they gotta get out of whatever's going on. The pitching's fine. We get Kim.
A lot of that is really good pitching from the Rangers. You know, they have the Rangers starters. You know, none of them. None of them were like really aces going up against the Rays, but they're all like ground ball guys. So they're, like the Rays, they're making contact and it's like 109 miles an hour off the bat, but it's going right into the ground and they have good defense.
Yeah, and their bullpen's pretty sick too. Ours is too. When you got people throwing 100 out of the bullpen like consistently, 3 or 4 different guys, that's pretty good. Did you see Chapman the other day throw 105 against Machado? And Machado just looked at it. It was so funny. What? He strikes him at a 105. No, he just looks at him. You read his lips. He just goes, man, shit. Just smiles at him and walks away like, all right, fuck. Like, it's just, and Chapman looked at him and smiled too. They smiled at each other. It's like, you can't be mad at the guy. You just go, fuck. All right, there you go. I'm gonna go in the dugout and go fuck off. All right, bye. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Like a pitch like that would have made Babe Ruth's ghost leave his body. He would have died right then.
Yeah, Lou Gehrig would have died a year earlier if that would have. It's so bad, dude. They would have tried to cure Lou Gehrig's disease with fastballs. This ain't working. He said, it's so sad. All right, what else we got? Let's tear through. We have so much shit to talk about.
You want to jump back to the NCAA championship? You want to give your prediction for tonight?
Yeah. I mean, the Gators are really favored. Honestly, the Gators are favored by what?
I'm rooting for the Gators.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, same. Like if I got to root for a team, I'm going to root for a Florida team. So yeah, go Gators. Fuck you, Houston. I've been to Houston a few times. Meh. I've
heard. Yeah, way to still be alive.
Yeah, dude. Houston's massive.
It's like if you put 2 Tampas right next to each other and then connected them with like a worse interstate.
A Detroit. Oh,
yeah.
No, dude, he nailed it. There's two skylines, and they're both really bad. They're both in the ghetto. Yeah, but I remember like thinking I'm gonna die at a convenience store in Houston, and then the cashier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I was asking the cashier where a good like signature Houston restaurant was, and the cashier goes, "Have you tried the pickle popsicles?" And he points, and there's fucking pickle juice popsicles for sale. And I went, "Yeah, and we're not doing that." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm asking for barbecue, brother. Yeah. So it was wild. I like Katy, Texas, like a little suburb. It was nice. Yeah. So. I spent a little time there doing comedy. I may have half Mexican baby there.
Texas is what we're trying to say.
Yeah. So fuck
Rangers.
Austin's cool. The rest is pretty gross.
I mean, no, there's a lot of Austin-esque type places that are cool. Fort Worth ain't bad. Just stay out of like Dallas. Like the inner city of Dallas is gross.
Fort Worth has 3 Golden Corrals.
Yeah, I went to San Antonio. It was great. We saw the Alamo, and then we got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, Western Texas can suck all of my balls. Like, it is so nothing and sad. I remember
it's a lot of flat nothing for sure.
Yeah,
I just want to go to Dallas to see where JFK got his fucking brains blown out.
Oh my God!
And just stand there and go, "Oh, thank God he got out of Dallas."
Jesus, I remember I was driving through Texas and like West Texas before El Paso and shit, and my buddy was with me. We were actually on the way to Vegas for like a big poker thing, and we stopped to get something to eat, and there was like two things in the small town. It was like a Sonic and then like one other place. And it was like really rough looking weather, like these fucking big crazy clouds coming in. Well, these sirens start going off while we're like standing outside the Sonic. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And the girl inside the Sonic goes, "Oh, it's a tornado warning. Like that's the sirens." And I went,
it's like that Dusty Slade joke. You go outside and lay down in the ditch.
Dude. But I asked her, I go, there was nothing around. I go, can we come inside? And she goes, nope. And I'm like, what are we supposed to do? They got fucking F5s out here and shit, you know? And I'm in a Honda Element, you know? She's like, yeah, I don't know, dude. Do you still want a burger? I go, I guess. If I'm going to die, I might as well have a hamburger. And then we fucking just drove as fast as we could away from the storm. It was wild, dude. Like, fuck Texas.
Like Glenn Powell and Twisters. You're just hauling ass in a Honda Element down a dirt road.
Dude.
Eating a burger.
Kind
of cool.
Yeah. That's kind of a cool way to
go. Yeah. I mean,
visual. But yeah.
You could have a worse death than
anyway,
that.
Go Gators.
Yeah.
That's my point. Go Gators. Yeah. Yeah. Well, poor Cooper Flagg's got to watch the game, man. Poor guy. But yeah, I didn't watch live, but from what I'm seeing, the controversy, there was some weird fouls called on Duke in that last like minute and a half.
Supposedly.
Yeah, so I don't know.
But people are saying that the NCAA is like rigged for the Gators, but like, why wouldn't they be rigged for Duke? The NCAA fucking loves Duke.
Dude, that Florida game had almost no calls. That's why it was awesome.
And,
they were letting them play.
The end.
Yeah, well, that always happens with basketball games. But yeah, I mean, it was great.
I think all sports are rigged to a certain extent, but it's not for any team. It's for whatever the gambling lines are. It's for Vegas. Vegas is the team they care about. It's not fucking Florida or Duke or whatever.
So Duke was like way favored.
It had to be a money thing. Yeah. Like anytime you see something real squirrely, and we notice it more in NFL games because we pay more attention to NFL games, but I see it in baseball and everything too, where you go, what the fuck was that? And then you look at the lines and you start like following. They always say follow the money, and you go, okay. I see what's happening here.
Basketball too. I mean, the NBA refs were actually caught cheating. Like it was huge scandal. Like it really happened.
It's a conspiracy, think about how many, and also it's true.
Yeah, I can point.
Think about how many that weren't called. Yeah, think about how many got away with.
Yeah, conspiracy fact.
Yeah,
they did that shit.
I like when there was a little league in like South Florida. Do you remember that when they were like gambling?
A little league.
They were gambling on a 12-year-old league in South Florida, and this is like real hood league, like Miami area youth football. And they had like a gambling ring where they were setting lines on games and everything. And then they found out it was rigged on top of it. And they were throwing games and shaving points and everything else.
Of course it's rigged. It's made by somebody's parents. It's fucking like it's the same. Like they're not real bettors. They're just people in the fucking like their parents. They're people coming out to watch the game.
It's like betting on cockroach racing or something.
I mean, I've done that before, but yeah. Yeah, I remember we bet on praying mantises one time fighting.
Fighting each other?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Dude, for my friend's birthday, we all went and bought bugs and we made them fight each other.
Yeah, dude.
What?
We oh man, that was like a long time ago. We bought this big rope and we set it on fire, and that was the ring, so they couldn't run out. Or
How old were you?
12? 29.
they're just on mushrooms creating fucking.
You're not wrong. You're
29.
That fire almost got out of hand. We had to stop.
Yeah.
But
dude,
stop.
Scorpions are what you want.
Dude, the dumbass shit that you do when you're a kid, though. Like, I remember we found a can of kerosene in the neighbor's yard, and my brother and I were like, I wonder how much of our backyard we could burn with this kerosene. And then we just started like,
the answer is all of it.
Yeah. So we just started lighting stuff on fire, right? So then, and then my dad's like I was like, it's out of control. So I run in the house, and my dad runs out, and then my older brother, he's always like the noble one, right? And I told him, don't, dude, it's not worth it. Like, being a good guy is not worth it. Being honest, Abe, like, I cut down the cherry tree, ain't good, you know? Like,
it's not good.
Nope.
Yeah, so I run in the house, and I tell him as I'm running the house, I go, blame it on the Puerto Ricans next door, and I run in the house, right? And then my dad runs outside, and he's like, got a water hose, he's putting it out, and he's like, what the hell happened? And my brother's like, it was me, Dad, just me. I did it. I was being dumb. And I guess in his head, my dad was going to be like, well, I like that you manned up, son, and you did the right thing.
You're going to get beat with a hose.
No, my dad fucking threw him around the yard like a rag doll. And I'm just like looking out the bedroom window like, why? Why did you do it, Tim?
Yeah, it doesn't pay to be a good person.
Yeah, no.
You learn that
how
as you get older.
That it doesn't pay to be George Washington and telling on yourself that you chopped down the cherry tree. I know, because that story is completely fucking made up by George Washington in order to get him elected president. And
I just know that a lawyer would never tell you to do that.
Yeah,
a lawyer would never be like, do the right thing. They're going to be like, shut up. Do not say a fucking word.
If you call your lawyer and you're like, hey, the cops want to ask me questions, and their first response every time is going to be like, don't answer them.
Are you under arrest?
Yeah.
Then don't say shit.
Also, don't try to plead the fifth with your angry alcoholic father either, because that's also going to get your ass beat. You know, like, hey, what the hell happened in the backyard? Dad, I'd like to use my Fifth Amendment right now. You know, oh fuck,
it's not in the dad constitution.
Right, you're still getting your ass fucking
basically
beat.
The same as telling him that you did it.
Yeah, exactly. No, you blame the neighbor's kids every single time. That's what you do. If they get deported, it's, at least you didn't get murdered,
All right, let's jump into Matt's young studs.
Are we skipping over hockey altogether?
Oh no, the
Lightning.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Lightning. Yes.
Was it 8 or 9 years in a row making the playoffs? They've only missed the playoffs one time in the last 13 years. Pretty solid.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, they're good, and right
they're
now
still good, and they lost.
They were the first team to clinch it as well, right?
They have no. I think Toronto, who's 3 points ahead of the Lightning with like 6 games left. We could still take the first seed, which is awesome. Which I would like to do, because if not, we're probably gonna have to play our nemesis, the Florida Panthers, in the first round. We don't want to play them.
They get in every year too. I want to see what their fucking run is.
Well,
They've been on a nice little run. They've been an arch rival.
Well, the last
to play the Panthers in the first round of the playoffs.
I mean, we did last year, and it didn't go great.
Well, the last, they won the championship. The last 3 or 4 years, it's kind of flipped, where we were the best team in our division, and especially in the state, and they've kind of taken over as the best team. So it's time to take that fucking crown back. Like, yeah, Kucherov's on an MVP rate again. Like, he's just murdering it. Vasilevsky's playing better than he's ever played. So I like their chances in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. Playoff hockey is fun though. It lasts for 7 years.
That's when I really start paying attention.
That's the real season.
Same with the NBA. That's when the real season starts.
The real season starts in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and I think the Magic are still there. I follow the Magic. It's the closest thing to a home team, so I like them.
I used to. I just gave up on them.
They're pretty decent.
Orlando sports, yeah.
They just don't treat players well. Like they just let Shaq leave. They're like, no, we're not going to pay you.
Well, they got 2 players that are really good.
Howard leave. I know. Banchero.
Friends of Wagner, and Banchero's so fucking good, dude. He is mad. He's like a goddamn Puerto Rican LeBron. He's like gigantic. I guarantee
you they fuck that up within the next 3 years, and he's gone.
Yeah, he's awesome though. Like he is
really good.
He's tough to cover one-on-one, and he gets a lot of and ones. He's a bad bitch, and Wagner is really fucking good too. So or Wagner, how they say it. Wagner. Yeah. No, they're really good. So yeah, Lightning kicking ass. We're gonna have a lot of good playoff shit with NBA and in hockey coming up. That'll hold us over until the NFL actually gets going. But we're 2 weeks away.
We can bring back the parlay segment for hockey playoffs.
Ooh, yeah, man.
I know
dude.
Johnny's betting anyway.
Yeah, Johnny's
might as well
betting anyway.
Make it his segment.
Yeah, it'll be Johnny's segment for NFL.
I need to start a segment. How much I lost this week?
Yeah.
Womp womp with Johnny B.
We'll hold up your losses next to like the Dow Jones and just see how it's going.
Not good. Yeah, I hope you don't have a 401k or the Hard Rock app, because both are fucked in my house. Yeah, it's not good at all. Yeah, this is how much my son thinks of me, right? We go out to a nice fancy dinner for his birthday over the weekend. And, he always wants to talk politics. I never want to talk politics. I hate politics on either side. I don't like either one. I don't want to fucking deal with it. And I want to have a good dinner, right? And he just
also not talk about politics.
Yeah. It's not good.
Where are you going with this, Johnny?
Yeah.
Well, my son goes, this is what I mean. My son doesn't think shit of me. He goes, oh, good thing you don't have a 401k, huh, Dad? And I went, I do, son. I do have a 401k. He goes, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, bitch. It ain't a lot, but I have one. Like, they take out money every week at the radio station. I've been there 11 years.
401k is, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he made me feel. Exactly. Have you heard of stocks, Dad? Have you heard of them? You fucking loser. Here's the thing. I never plan on retiring. I will die way before retirement age. So it's never been
solid planning, Johnny. Yeah.
I'm on the same path.
Yeah, dude. What are we talking about? Like,
I already retired.
I'm gonna make it to like 62 and fucking that's it. I'll drop dead.
Yeah, exactly. And I was supposed to die at 30, so I mean, I'm already living on fucking borrowed time. Everything's great, dude. I've almost doubled what the doctors thought I would be when I was in my 20s. So,
you're like one of those people who gets told they can't walk, but you were just fat. There's nothing wrong with you.
Take that, Mrs. Anderson in the second grade.
They were like, Johnny, we
learn how to read.
We don't think you're going to be able to swim ever again. You're just too heavy. You just sink to the bottom like a stone.
No, swimming's never been a problem. I've been so buoyant my whole life, dude. Like, yeah.
Like a buoy.
Oh, well, I'm glad you never let him hold you back.
That's right, dude. Matter of fact, I can't sink. You fucking find me a rip current warning. I'll fucking laugh in your face every goddamn time. Ooh, rip currents. All right, I'll see you in Mexico. Fuck off. I'm not worried about a rip
current.
Just
Johnny holding a volleyball with a face drawn on it, floating in the Atlantic Ocean.
Look at a very lifelike raft.
Guys, you see that screaming buoy? He's eating fish raw with his hands. Yeah.
The bounties of the sea. All right, let's get into Matt's Young Studs.
Let's do it.
Nights long drives, wild eyes, find the rhythms, break the ties, guitar strings snapping, bar fights, young studs born for all night. Curbside dreams, dirt tough hands, rebel crew, no master plans.
Really excited that the draft is almost here and we won't have to do this segment anymore.
Oh, we're going to keep doing it.
No, thank you.
Throughout the year.
I was selfish this week. This is the first time I've done one that's going to probably not be a top 10. He's actually projected to go to us in the latest mock drafts from Mel Kiper and everybody else.
Top of the second round?
No, the end of the first round. Hopefully he'll still be Nick Emenworry. I held my hand up. God damn it.
Showing your...
Yeah, what's up? I'm wearing shorts. You think I'm wearing a fucking suit?
Yeah, bitch. These are actual chubbies.
God damn it. I talk with my hands. I don't like wearing underwear if I don't have to.
You should be pantsless every show just in case. It'd be so great, dude. He's like, here's
we're
my
just going to put a pillow there. We're going to put a pillow right there.
I was showing how rock hard I am for Nick Emenworry. The safety out of South Carolina, who is projected to go to the Buccaneers, and I'm very happy about it. I spent all day watching highlights, and I watched his draft footage. He's 6'3", 220, absolute fucking unit. He ran a 4.3 840 at that size, which was incredible. He outran most wide receivers. They showed him next to Justin Jefferson's 40 and CeeDee Lamb's 40. He burnt both of them. The person they kept comparing him to, I was telling Bothwell this earlier, they didn't even compare him to safeties. They compared him to DK Metcalf.
Wow.
At safety. Imagine if he just played, if he was like, yeah, I'm going to play safety. And I'm very, very thrilled with what he could be next to Antoine Winfield if we do get him. And I know we've been talking about Jihad a lot, and I feel like we're kind of throwing him to the wayside, but I'm also very, very impressed with what I see from this dude. He's like he can play coverage. He can cover like a motherfucker, but he's so big that, of course, you can put him near the line of scrimmage. It's no problem.
Yeah, I think in the next 10 years, as long as they let people hit people and they don't totally make it flag football, you're going to see more guys like this. And yeah, he's somebody I've been watching too in these mock drafts and stuff. And that's a good comparison. I wasn't going to say DJ Metcalf. I was going to say Mike Evans if he ever got pissed off and wanted to play on the other side of the ball.
He's huge.
Yeah. So it's like Mike Evans, like, I'm tired of being hit. I want to hit people today. And they go, all right, just go play safety, you fucking whack job. And he just goes and starts laying bitches out. Yeah, he's a big dude and he's fast as shit. So
yeah, he's so fast.
It's a lot of speed for 220 to be hitting you with that much speed. That's scary.
These young guys are just like on a different level now as far as
it's going to keep getting better and better, genetically.
Yeah, that's why they should let them.
Well, the training gets better too.
Yeah, of course. Everything.
They should loosen up the rule. Let them go back to being safeties again. Let them be Steve Atwater again and John Lynch again. With the size of these people, they'll just be knocking body parts off. It'll be fucking like rock'em sock'em robots out there. It'd be beautiful.
Fucking crash test dummies.
Yeah, dude.
Sweep people up off the fucking field.
Fuck them up, dude. That's what I want.
Like a snowplow comes and just pushes them off.
Yeah, I mean the last one that was kind of who he kind of reminded me of was Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
But, we never got to see what Sean Taylor could have been. I mean, he was great in Miami, and he was great in the league for, those couple years. But that's who his size really reminds me of.
The only thing that could block him was a bullet. Am I right?
Oh. He still has the hardest hit I've ever seen, and it was on a punter in the Pro Bowl. When you're not supposed to hit anyone, he destroyed up the punter.
Second hardest hit, the floor after he got shot.
Yeah. Just fucking teeth coming out on the field.
Oh.
So sad.
In the Pro Bowl.
That would be a good.
Everyone was like, "Oh, what the fuck, Sean? You can't do that shit."
That would be.
He's got a family.
We were talking about. You mentioned Campbell. And I don't know if you guys heard, he had a little bit of a surgery on his shoulder or something right after the draft.
Though, right?
It's minor, but it's still concerning.
He's probably going to miss OTAs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not going to be able to take any kind of snaps or anything before beginning of the season. He might not even they'll probably, if they drafted him, whoever drafts him, he's not going to do any hitting in the preseason even. So he's going to go in completely raw dog into the season. So he's still got all the potential to be great, but is he going to go in the first round now? A lot of people are saying he might slip to the second round because of that. I have
That's
backup.
A perfect injury for still going in the first round, but also getting a practice in the off season. That's perfect level of injury.
I have a guy.
I mean, he's going to cost himself millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's
but if the Bucs go,
that would be the perfect one.
If the Bucs go edge or safety in the first round, which is very, very likely, there's another linebacker that is moving up the ranks and moving up in a lot of the mocks that will probably be a second rounder. And if he's there for the Bucs, Carson Schlesinger, he's a linebacker out of UCLA. Bad motherfucker. I started watching his film today. I was like, okay, that's somebody that can go right in there and play with Levante right fucking now. He looks really, really good. He's just a prototype middle linebacker. Can run. He could go sideline to sideline. He fills the gaps perfectly.
Where's he projected to go right now? Do you know?
Second round. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
So if he's there for the Bucs at 53 or wherever we have our second round pick, fucking yank him up. If you've already used the first round on an edge, if they go with any of the solid edge, people that are there in the first round, because there's going to be plenty of edge. I'm trying to think of the guy from Marshall. He might be there for us. There's gonna be edge rushers there, so you grab one of them, and then you got this, Campbell will be gone, probably late first round, early second, and then we grab this Carson Schlesinger if he's there. He is a guy that can fucking just fill that role and start as a rookie, and yeah, that'd be sexy. That'd be real sexy. You guys ready for some sleepings?
Let's pick you up.
Presented by NyQuil, it's Johnny B's Sleepy Boys.
Johnny B in the basement glow. Draft sheets scattered like ashes flow. Eyes wide, burning mind on fire. Chasing that pick, his one desire.
Yeah!
Late round gamble, high stakes call. Depth chart, heroes rise or fall. Sleep
I like this guy a lot. Here's a guy, pretty fast for a linebacker. He's also a big guy. He's one of these hybrid type players.
Fast slash mean.
Yeah, so 4'5".
Sassy as well.
Yeah, dude. When I say fast, I mean not just speed like in his 40. I mean fast, like decision making, reading plays, getting to the ball, just a ball hawk. He can cover, which we haven't had a middle linebacker besides Levante that can actually run with the running back, cover the tight end, everything else. This guy can do that. He's a fucking hitter. His helmet's always around the ball. And Ohio State, dude, he wore number 0. You got to be
7 sacks.
Yes, dude.
Why isn't he going earlier? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. I mean, I was trying to figure it out. Well, I mean,
he's undersized for a linebacker, but
that might be it. But dude, like,
still,
Todd Bowles likes those hybrid type players. You know what I mean? Like, he put Ryan Neal at linebacker when we were all banged up and injured and stuff. So it's like 6'2", so he's going to have the height. I mean, that's a really good height for a linebacker. 229.
He could put on 20 pounds.
Put on 10 pounds, 15 pounds. Yeah.
He'll probably will put on 10 pounds, like which is fine. But I like the versatility of him. I like, that he's not going to be a high draft pick. He's projected to be 5th round. So if we spend a 5th round pick on a guy that can very possibly be a starting, middle linebacker, that's a fucking steal. That is how sleepers work. I could see this guy. Right now, what we need is somebody to be healthy at that position. Like, we've had a hard time.
If we get the defense that Johnny B has been talking about these past few
weeks, just nothing but linebackers.
Yeah, like we're gonna be good.
I got some safeties and some corners.
I know. Yeah. I'm just fucking. Yeah. Well, like, I'm fucking like I'm verklempt. Like, what? He's Ohio State, so he's fucking got pedigree.
Yes,
he's putting up numbers. Like, I don't. It doesn't make sense.
Dude, when you look at everything about him, dude, he was one of the top linebackers in the country as a high school player, recruited everywhere. Obviously, if you go to Ohio State, it's one of the 5 schools that you want to go to as one of the top players in the country. But yeah, I mean, everything about him, like he's, his vertical, he's got a 33.5-inch vertical. That's really fucking good for a linebacker. That's like wide receiver kind of verts. Everything. He looked great at the combine, looked really good at the combine. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, maybe because they're so deep at linebacker with this draft. I mean, you got Jalen Walker from Georgia, you got Jihad Campbell, you got actually Carson Schlesinger is moving up the ranks, the guy I just talked about. But yeah, there's a ton of good linebackers this year.
Yes, so that is a linebacker heavy draft.
Yeah, but dude, the first thing I saw was that fucking Ohio State logo. And then I saw some of his film, like in the playoffs, like Ohio State stormed through the playoffs and won a championship. He was a big reason for it. This guy he's a force on defense, and they have to game plan around this guy. And so this is a guy that if we get him in the 5th round, I'm gonna be fucking rock hard, dude. I'm telling you, he's somebody at the very least, special teams as a rookie, he'll be an assassin. So that's my sleeper. Fucking Cody Simon. Put him on the board, Jason Light. We need him. We need depth. We need linebacker help. And he's my guy. Come on in. Be my guy.
Special guy.
I'm sold. You did it, Johnny.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. So there you go.
Time to wake up, sleepyhead. Come to the Bucs.
Come on, you sleepy little man. Give you a all right, I'm better.
Before we get out of here, you want to pump and do our last segment? Do you want to pump some shows?
Oh, yeah, dude. That sounds fantastic. I should have those readily available right in front of me. Of course I do. What am I, an asshole?
Of course I do.
We should have our calendars.
Next Saturday, April 19th, come to my roast at Devine. It's going to be a party.
That is going to be fun.
Yeah, we're all the 3 Ugly Mugs are all going to be at the roast of Matt Fernandez at Devine Brewing. Me and Matt were supposed to be headlining Unholy this weekend, but it's gotten moved to
May 23rd and 24th.
Why'd they move it?
I don't know.
Sons of bitches. That's gonna be a good show.
After I get back from Costa Rica.
It got postponed. So come see us on May 23rd and 24th at the what is it? The Zubrick Magic Theater in downtown
So fun.
St. Pete.
That's a great room. Great show. I love the Unholy shows. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. April 18th, after I get back from performing on the Celtic Cruise, I'll be at the historic Arcade Theater. It's the Comedy Zone Theater in Fort Myers on the 18th. On the 19th, I'll be doing partaking in the roast of Matt Fernandez, and then I will be bolting straight to Side Splitters to headline the 10:30 show. It's a bunch of social media influencers, and then I'm closing the whole thing out. And that is
fun. Johnny can go both ways,
Side Splitters Tampa, baby. May
Side Splitters.
May 1st, I will be back at the Celtic Gray. I'm actually helping. I'm consulting for our guy out there, for Max Doyle. He's actually
Max Doyle. Got to go to
shout out Max Doyle.
Max Doyle's the guy, but he is going to, for the first time ever, charge for a comedy show, and he's putting it back inside. And because he has a band playing outside, and I was like, look, dude, we don't want to do comedy outside anymore there. It's not fun, right? It kind of sucks. So especially in the hotter months.
Is like the inside of that bar is just really fucking cool too.
It's
cozy, it's dark. It's great for a comedy show.
Well, it's $10, and it's gonna be a great show. And what they're doing is they're doing it like 50 seats, limited seating, downstairs, inside, but then upstairs they're building a movie screen, and they're going to be projecting the show live upstairs on the movie screen. So you can watch it upstairs or downstairs, but it'll be inside, air conditioned, and the sound will be great. Everything will be great. And I'll be headlining that one on May 1st. And then, I got a lot of shows coming up. May 2nd, Twisted Tiki back in St. Pete Beach. Niagara Tap and Largo on May 9th, all over the place. It's going to be fun, guys. Go to Johnny B Tampa and on social media or johnnybcomedy.com and check.
One I want to throw out there, because we are a beer-centric kind of show, is April 16th, I'm headlining at the Florida Avenue.
Was that
Wesley Chapel?
In Wesley Chapel, and everybody says that's a great room. So
it is.
Get your tickets for that. That's going to be me headlining, and Jared Walker is opening for me.
That's a fun place.
I saw him feature on Saturday, and he fucking killed this
dude.
Man. They loved him.
Yeah,
they loved his 8-minute pizza joke. I'm like, Jared, this joke is too long, and he's like, no, it's not. And he just rips out an 8-minute pizza joke that everybody just fucking loves.
It's not the first time somebody told him to lay off pizza. You know what I'm saying? No, dude, he's a strong feature now. I'm very proud of Jared, man. Like I try to put him on everything. I tried to get him to feature for me at Niagara Tap, but they already have him booked with Catherine Maloney the month after. So yeah, no, he's good. I'm proud of my little baby boy. He's growing up to be a really good comic. So yeah, and we have the Tampa Bay History Center May 29th. So make sure you get your tickets for that. Is that a free show, or I think it is, right?
Free, but
you can reserve seats. Yeah, you can go online and get tickets for free.
But it's what, baseball is funny? Is that what they're calling it?
History is a joke.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's about baseball.
Baseball is funny.
Baseball.
It's not that much worse than his joke. I don't know, dude. But yeah, we got a lot of cool shit coming up. If you want to book us, reach out, man. You can book the Three Ugly Mugs. We'll come out. You'll get a triple headliner show. We'll do a half hour a piece, and we'll talk about your place a lot. So you get free advertising.
Johnny will shave 2 minutes off his set if you threaten him.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, and then I might even mention your place, and by might, definitely will, on my number one rated morning show, in the Tampa market, so I don't know if you want to just calculate that in. And
all about who you know.
Yeah, it's also going out to all you people that, all you bookers at these clubs that aren't answering my emails. Hey, I don't know what you want. I don't know.
Sponsor us, but also fuck you guys.
I don't fucking get it, dude. I'm going to come out. I'm going to be on time. I'm going to tip the staff. I'm nice to everybody, and I'm actually not too bad at comedy. I'll go up there. I'll do a show.
Also jokes.
10 minutes ago, you told someone to look at your calendar and come and fucking start a fight with you.
I just get annoyed when I see shitty comics getting booked, and I'm trying to get in the rooms, and I'm just like, why don't they want me? What did I do to them?
So I got slightly bad news for you guys. I think this is going to be the last This Is a Sport.
Thank
for
God.
a few weeks. Yeah, because there's more sports, but there's not good footage of it. So this is gonna be the last for a while until I find
You've been
something.
walking the line between sport and like this is retarded.
I have a good idea.
That's the line I want to walk. Okay.
I have a good idea, John. Why don't we have the listeners submit their own? And
if you want to hear us talk about a weird sport that we have not talked about yet and that we are not aware of, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, hit us up on the email. It's 3uglymugs@gmail, right?
Yeah, with a Z.
There you go. 3uglymugs with a Z at Gmail. Email us. You can also email us just questions about sports or beer or comedy. But if you want to submit something, hell, you could be an off-air producer. You got to throw us a link to a video of something that's even close to a sport that's dumb as shit, and we'll gladly shit all over it on an episode. It'd be fun.
And no dick pics just to screw with James, okay? Don't just
unless they're
take
nice.
a picture of your cock and then send it so that James sees a picture of your cock.
That's the sport, stupid. Who could send the most dick pics to James? Dude, that's the name of my sport.
And no more black ones. He has enough, right? We want some nice veiny white ones, right? Some real thick ones.
This week we're talking about foot golf. Foot golf. If you want to hit the theme.
Shadows breaking through the dawn, jumping from the rooftop till the night's all gone. Stick the landing on the grass, then you move along. Ask yourself, is this a sport or is it just wrong? Rolling down the hill in a giant plastic ball, smashing into trees.
All right, we talking about foot golf. So you guys can probably guess what this is, right? It's just
soccer.
No, it's golf, but with a soccer ball.
I gotta be honest. I think this is one of the coolest sports. Like,
you like this one?
I think this is actually a great idea for like people that are good at kicking balls but not good at golf. This is kind of a cool sport.
I like the variations on golf. Me and James play disc golf on a semi-frequent basis. Because regular golf. You ever played regular golf?
I've been to Top Golf, but no, I've never played 18 holes. Fuck that. Yeah,
really
no,
hard.
I don't want to do that.
Like, it's legit hard to be good at.
No.
I did 9 holes. I'm garbage. I am not good at all.
It's a difficult fucking sport, okay? And it's
kind
of expensive.
Yeah.
It's kind of expensive. So these variations on golf are getting popular. Disc golf is a popular one, but this one is growing. Let's bring up the video file here. Foot golf.
It's pretty cool.
You gotta get it. It's a terrible name.
Yeah.
So this is highlights.
I think there's a course in Tampa too.
I think there's one. I think USF might have a foot golf course.
It's like really big holes.
Yeah, to get it in the hole, it has. Yeah, it's like a bucket.
I would play this if it wasn't like really long. Like if I didn't have to drive 300 yards with the first one, because I'm like,
well, here's a drive.
Yeah,
how far does he go?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like we should do like if they had like a all par 3s, I'd fucking play this.
Yeah,
I want to boot it.
Yeah,
I want a solid par 5.
Nah, dude.
You just want to kick it as hard.
I want to kick that shit. Yeah.
Not me, man. I got 2 dodgy knees. I go out there trying to fucking drive it real far. I'm gonna fucking blow up a patellar tendon.
Your fucking foot's gonna fall off.
I don't want to do that shit, dude. No way, bro. But no,
this is one of those things that's pretty easy to add into like just a regular golf course. You just have to make some bigger holes.
Yeah.
Well, think about this too. It's a lot cheaper than regular golf. You don't need clubs. You just need a fucking ball. That's it. You just need a cool little ball. I think it's cool. You could dress like you're a little gay. Look at that. This is good.
It's still golf. You still have to dress a little gay.
You got to dress a little bit gay. Whether it's disc golf or regular golf or foot golf, you got to wear a stupid shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. And the shoes really, really matter. I know there's golf shoes and shit, but
I think they're wearing cleats like soccer.
Yeah,
they probably wear one cleat and one shoe, like if they do it like a real kicker.
I want to talk to Martin Gramatica, because he's my friend, and see if he's ever played this. Because
I bet he would destroy. He should be a pro.
Yeah,
he celebrated and tears his ACL.
Yeah.
He was on the show the other day, and he was talking about how he doesn't want his kid playing football, like American football. He wanted.
Too late.
I know. He's like, I don't like
Too
it.
late.
He's like, I don't like it at all. I want him to just play soccer because.
I saw him kick a field goal.
Well, he said there's way too much pressure. He said that he didn't like when he went into play like college football and in the NFL. It was good because, you know, he got a college education. He got to play in the NFL. He won a Super Bowl. You know, he made good money and all that.
Yeah, it's like we're already rich.
But he said the pressure, like you could be the biggest piece of shit in an entire city if you miss a field goal. He goes, I don't want that on my son. You know, I want him to just like run around the field and kind of blend in with the team. You know, like, yeah, being an NFL kicker, that's or college.
I was going to say maybe his son could play a different position, but then I'm like, oh, Martin Grammatica's son is probably 5 feet tall.
Yeah, he's not very large.
Very limited.
He's bigger than Martin, but yeah, he's
that's not saying much.
Right. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think this is a dumb sport at all. I think
for play, this is high level. I would play the shit out of this.
For watching,
for watch,
so much,
no, I'm not.
But for
I'm not
playing,
watching it.
It would be a fun day.
Walking, I don't even need to use my hands. I can hold a beer while I play it. That's the best kind of sport there is.
Well,
no, a hot dog in one hand and a beer in the other.
I can use both my hands.
This is the best sport ever.
That's why we play disc golf, because you know you walk around with a beer and smoke a joint and throw a frisbee around. Like
just be a total piece of shit.
Just a total fucking moron.
Stare at kids at the park. That's what the fuck they're looking at.
Fucking I choked out a raccoon. I don't give a fuck, man.
The one disc golf course around here has some of the holes have like hobos that live on the benches there.
Oh, that's nice.
But like they also play disc golf. So like you'll think like, oh, this is just a homeless guy, but then every once in a while he'll like wake up and then just like throw a disc down the fairway.
Get out of here, dude.
He's like the windmill at the putt-putt. Yeah. If you wake him up, he just goes fucking crazy.
The final boss has got actual shit in his pants. Yeah. It's not good, dude. That's hilarious. That's sad. Right. That's very sad.
Well, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, we're video and audio on YouTube. It's youtube.com /@3uglymugs, and we're video on Spotify and audio everywhere else. Follow the 3 Ugly Mugs on Instagram for our clips @3uglymugs, and check out our personal Instagram accounts. It's @JohnJSPlanet, @Matt Fernandez World, @JohnnyBTampa, and @3uglymugs.
Leave comments on our YouTubes and everything, guys, because that helps the algorithm. If you slapping a like is awesome, but also leave comments on all of our stuff and Spotify, YouTube, all that stuff, because number one, it's good for the algorithm. Number two, we get to see what you guys think, and it helps us as far as
we won't even moderate the comments. You can use hate speech. Just leave a comment.
Hard R's, guys.
Yeah. Say whatever's in your heart.
Oh man, yeah, it don't matter, dude. Yeah, just do it. 30 episodes. We'll never make it to 60 without your help, guys.
But yeah, so please subscribe. That's really helping us out. We appreciate all the support. Have a great night.
Love you.
Bye.